What's going on, guys? Coach Chaz here. Sorry it's been a few weeks since I posted. I got some huge updates. First one, I did my first 15K, which is 9.3 miles. I pretty much trained for it, just how I've been doing. I just saw my past videos. I do a couple short runs a week. I do a moderate run. I do a long run. So a week prior, I did a 9-miler, and I did it in like an hour 42, I think my time was. So I had my first 15K. No, I have not been training for hills, which after doing the 15K, I'm definitely training hills now. I showed up to the course with my coworker Ava. We show up to the course both expecting to just annihilate this 15K because this is what we've been training for. Automatically, we see this huge, steep hill just go up and up and up. And we were talking to some of the runners, and sure enough, they say, that right there is the starting line. So this course was brutal. It was 2 miles of steep incline. Kind of leveled out for about 3 or 4 miles. And the last, I think it was like last 2 or 3 miles was just up and down, up and down. So the whole course was hills, and it was just brutal. Fantastic run, the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Yes, harder than insanity, because it definitely is a mental game. I've been saying that in all my videos, but I truly know it's a mental game now after doing that. After running the first 7 miles, that last 2.3, I was running off of pure adrenaline. My body was physically exhausted, and I was going at such a slower pace than I wanted to be going at. I had a goal to do this in 2 miles. I wanted an hour and a half, or 2 miles. I wanted 2 hours. Sorry, I just got off an 8-mile run, so I'm still a little out of breath. So I wanted 2 hours because of the hills. I wanted to get an hour and a half. If it was flat. So 2 hours was my goal. By the time I got to about mile 8, I was just slowly trucking along, going up those hills, and then flat, and then uphill again. So it finally leveled out the last mile, and that's when the adrenaline kicked in, and I saw my family and my girlfriend standing at the finish line a mile down. That's when the adrenaline just kicked right in, and I just booked it. I was probably sprinting at about a 6-minute pace, maybe 7-minute pace, and I did that for the whole last probably 3/4 of a mile at least. So I did manage to get that 15K in 1 hour 43 minutes. So I was very happy with that. I definitely came in the last portion of the runners. I think it was like 3rd to last place, but I don't care. I'm happy because I finished it and I did not walk one time. The only time I had to stop was to grab the water, down it, throw it down, and get back on it. But I did not walk one time, so that's what I'm proud of. So 15K, that was 3 days ago, Sunday. I took Monday off as a rest day, of course, because holy hell, I was sore. Yeah, besides that, yesterday I did some weights, and I did the Insanity warm-up just to kind of get my legs back in order. So today, took a coworker of mine, Kelsey, who I'm kind of training, but she's doing great. She's doing this on her own as well. We went out and we did 8 miles today. It was her very first time doing 8 miles. I took her on her first 6-mile run 2 weeks ago, and before that, she had that mental blockage that I was trying to break through. She would never do more than 4 miles. So now she has officially broken through. Kelsey, I am proud of you. Good job today. We did it in an hour and a half, and we kept a good, solid 10:45 pace. So more than happy with that. Training is going phenomenal. What's in store for me next is going to be the Shamrock Run is what this is called. So it's the Shamrock Run, which is kind of like the St. Patrick's Day run here in Portland, Oregon. So we're going to be doing that. That is March 14th. It's also a 15K, 9.3 miles. It's a lot flatter course. I actually was smart this time and looked up the course ahead of time. So it's going to be a lot flatter. There's a good 3-mile stretch of uphill. So I'm going to be training for that. I'm actually going to drive up there and run the exact course in a couple weeks. So I have 5 weeks, I believe, 4.5 weeks, 5 weeks until that one. So that's what I'm training for right now. After that, I'm going to start upping my mileage more. So I'm going to be doing anywhere from 12 to 15 miles on my long runs. I do that once a week, every Wednesday. So that's what I'm up to. That's what I've been up to the past 2 weeks. And now you know what I'm training for. So I just got home. I definitely need my recovery drink. What I'm doing now is Shakeology. Of course, I've been doing this for a good 3 months now. Previously, I just started off using it as a meal replacement for my breakfast. I just had it first thing when I woke up. And I did lose about 5 solid pounds off of that. I'm hovering at about 198 right now. For those of you who follow me, you know I've always been about 205. And I would be 207 one day, 202 the next day. I've just been around 205 for the past 6 months. So after Shakeology, I dropped down to about 200. And now I'm starting to cut down on carbs a little bit. Now I'm getting used to the energy levels I need. And I'm cutting back down a little bit. So I'm doing fantastic with that. Sticking about 198 right now. I'm hoping to get down to 190 is my goal for right now. So we'll see. I'm playing it by ear. But what I started doing was Shakeology right after the workout as my recovery drink. And I am seeing a big boost in energy throughout the day after this. So that 1 hour window that you hear about, 1 hour after you work out, is when your body's going to absorb nutrients better and more efficiently. That is very true. And if you do it with Shakeology, you will definitely feel a difference. If you have not tried Shakeology, I highly recommend at least trying it out. I'm not doing this to get a sale. I truly do believe in the product. It has a bottom of the bag guarantee, which means you can consume this entire bag. It's 30 days worth. You can consume this entire bag, and if you don't like it or it doesn't do anything for you, you call up Beachbody and get your money back. It's really that simple. So, Carl Deichler, every Beachbody coach I know is so involved with Shakeology because it does work. So I'll give you guys a link on the sidebar if you want to try this out. Have me as your coach. So that is for the update. Thanks for hearing me mumble and stutter, which I do a lot after my runs because I'm just physically done for the day. I need to go get my Shakeology in, get my ice bath. I'm going to be stretching and foam roller. That's another thing. Where did I put mine? There we go. A hard cylinder piece of foam will work you wonders if you are running. Especially, even if you're doing Insanity, this thing will help. Get one of these. You can get them at 24-Hour Fitness, sporting goods stores, wherever you need to go. Those definitely work. So, you guys take care. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a good rest of your day.